Hey guys, so I just wanted to make a video telling you that literally anything is possible in this world. So for example, I bought this hoodie at Goodwill today. So it has little devil horns and it has wings on the back. It's hard to see, but you can see it on my Instagram or I'll post a picture on my YouTube. But so this hoodie was actually on my wish list and I manifested it for $5 without actually wanting to. So it just kind of found me. So what my goal here is to share with you that divine timing is real. If something's supposed to be, it'll be. Just give it time. Don't obsess about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about when. Don't worry about how. Just know that if it's meant to be, then it'll be. Same like with a human being. Like if you're trying to manifest your soulmate. If it's meant to be, then it'll be. Just let it happen. In due time, things will happen. In due time, you'll receive synchronicities that show you that it's meant to be. If something's meant to be, a lot of times we'll receive synchronicities. So what those are essentially really weird coincidences that are like too magical and strange to be actual coincidences. Like it's like a movie, kind of like fate, I guess. I guess that's a good way to put it. Like it was supposed to happen. Like it was a higher order. And I just want to let you know that in this world is very magical, it's very mystical, and I don't have all the answers. And I feel like some manifesting people, they feel like they have the answer, but in reality, nobody does. Nobody has the answer. And that's just the truth. Now, if I said that I knew the answer, I would be lying to you, okay? Now, I know I've manifested things in the past, but do I know the answer as to how and why? Not necessarily. So a lot of the time I would believe in it and it would kind of manifest, but it's also like, how is that even possible? That's the question. Is it because of, what's the word? Like spooky action at a distance? Kind of like two particles intertwining from far away, interacting with each other. And the synchronistic energy would be the energy coming from your brain and your brain waves. And the brain waves perhaps emit an energetic radio wave that targets certain particles that are a match of the same wavelength. I think that's kind of along the lines of what's going on here. And I just gotta be honest with you. Something around there sounds about right, but I'm still not quite sure. Now, on my channel, I've been, sharing with you manifestations from my past and stuff like that. And I'd say a lot of the time, sometimes I wouldn't even believe in something and it would happen. Like, when I got a vision, I got a vision in my head of, this weird skull and spine roller coaster. And I was sitting on the toilet, and I will remember because I was pregnant, and I got this weird vision of a skull, a bunch of skulls on this weird spinal cord roller coaster. And it said, my thoughts told me it was going to take me on the death roller coaster. So after that, I think about 2 weeks later, my dog ended up dying. And at the time, I had no clue. I was like, what do you mean the death roller coaster? What is this? So sometimes, like, something like that will happen and you won't necessarily believe it. But sometimes I'll get, like, visions or dreams. Dreams and visions are kind of a similar thing. They're both imagination. And I feel like during dreams, our dream state, our imagination is more vivid because there's nothing there but darkness, and then the darkness turns into light, I guess, and we see our little screen that is our brain wavelength at the time. So I feel like during dreams, our wavelength is seen as pictograms. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but it makes sense to me. That's how I see things. So when I have a dream, and the dream is a pictogram of something like somebody cheating on me, and I'll be like, oh, is that the wavelength I'm at? because usually when I have dreams like that, it's because I was a bitch to my significant other. And I feel like maybe, if you're a bitch, then, someone's more likely to not like you as much as they should. And that would in turn maybe cause some emotional cheating or any kind of cheating thoughts. Or like, I want to break up with you thoughts or something like that. And I just gotta say, like, it's a very mysterious thing. And I don't think anybody truly knows the answer, because a lot of these manifesting gurus, they will say something and then they'll manifest it, but it'll come in a different way. And they don't have the answer to that. They don't know why that happened. And I'm just being realistic here. I don't have any answers for you. All I have is theories. Now, theories could be truths. They could be truths, they could be lies. I don't think they're lies to me, but it's my own experience and my own perspective on these things. I just personally think that life is very strange, life is very mysterious. Like, for example, when I was younger, I was thinking about moving, and I told myself, well, I'm going to need a luggage because I don't have a luggage, right? So literally that day, I walked to the gym, okay? And I'm not even joking, this really happened. Okay, this really happened. On my way to the gym, there was a brand new luggage on the side of the sidewalk. By brand new, I mean it had stuff in it, but it was just sitting on the sidewalk, like nobody wanted it. So I was like, oh my God, no wait. So what I did was I went to the gym for like 2 hours, and then I came back because I wanted to see if it was still going to be there. And yeah, when I got done working out, I walked back and it was still there. So what I did was I opened it. This is the weird thing, okay? That was weird too, but there's another weird thing. So keep in mind, I was born on Halloween, October 31st. So in the suitcase, there was this ring that said trick or treat. Now that's strange, because I was born on Halloween, and it's a trick or a treat, kind of both. And I was like, well, that's really weird. And then not only that, there's also like a pair of like these mental ill asylum socks, which I just threw away. And I looked around for bed bugs, and literally the luggage was a big luggage. Like, it wasn't a small luggage. It was like a big cloth, expensive luggage with lots of zippers. And I was like, yeah, there's like literally like 2 things in it. And I was like, okay, well, I guess they don't want it because it's been sitting here for 2 hours. So I took it home, and I was like, wow, I got a luggage. And that's literally what happened. So I didn't believe that it was gonna, that I was gonna get a magical luggage. Like, I didn't believe, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get a free magical luggage today with a trick or treat ring in it as I'm sitting here being born on Halloween. No, it's just something that happens. Now, I feel like, sometimes you'll say, I need this, I need that, and the universe will give it to you in some weird way. It's not just something that happens because you tried. It's not something that always happens because you believed in it. It's just something that the universe gives to you because it thinks that you need it. And I feel like that's what happens sometimes. So I'll talk about my experience when I went to Hawaii. So I went to Hawaii when I was very depressed and suicidal because I wanted to kill myself, and I was like, well, if I'm going to do that, I might as well go to Hawaii first, make some dreams come true, because I wanted to go to Hawaii and see if I could meet my soulmate. So what I did was I went there with about $1,200. I had no place lined up to stay, and I had no job lined up. So when I arrived there, I was like calling my mom. I was like, oh, what do I do? And then she's like, you need to call your aunt because she has friends in Lahaina. So what I did was I called my aunt. My aunt said to go to this woman named Anne's house. I was friends with Anne's daughter when we were younger, and that's why. So Anne, I arrived at her house because she said I could come, and I was only allowed to stay for a night. So what I had done prior was I made an ad on Craigslist that said I need somewhere to stay. So this was prior to all this stuff. But the next day, the day I needed to leave, I got a text from this guy from Craigslist. He said, hey, I know this is weird, but I'm in Lahaina, and there's a hostel for $500 a month. And I was like, no way, because I'm in Lahaina. I just got here and I needed to go today. Literally the day I needed it, I received it. And I shit you not, it was one street away from the lady's house that I was staying at. One street. Okay? So I didn't believe that anything like that was going to happen. I trusted myself. I let things happen. And, you know, everything worked out. And this has happened to me multiple times where I've needed something and it just popped up. Okay? And I'm not joking. Sometimes life is just like that. You'll just need it and it'll happen. You need to trust yourself, even if you don't, because I didn't. Sometimes I was like, I need help. And then, don't get me wrong, my feelings were everywhere. My feelings were all over the place. I wasn't always constantly thinking positively. That's not what happened. What happened was, I was like, oh my God, I need it. And I just received it. I don't know. I don't have an answer. So like I said, sometimes these things will just happen. And there's no explanation other than I got what I wanted, kind of. And, I feel like for the most part, I usually get what I want. Like, I think I've gotten everything I've ever wanted, pretty much for the most part, other than a few things, but other than being rich and famous. But now I don't even know if I want to be rich or famous because, look what's going on. So I don't know if I want that, but maybe a little bit more money. But, honestly, I don't even like money anymore at this fucking point. After hearing about all this shit that's going on, I don't even want to be rich, and I sure as fuck don't want to be famous, I can tell you that. Maybe just a tiny bit, maybe like 200,000, that's fine. But like millions and millions of people, fuck no. No thanks. But anyway, it would be weird. But anyway, I just want to let you know that things will happen for you, and you just have to let it happen. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And if you do worry, that's okay, I guess. Because, I was worried when I went to Hawaii with nowhere to stay, and things happened for me, And you just gotta keep your faith as much as you can. Just say, hopefully, hope. Hope is the word. Hope. Keep hope alive. Keep hope that everything's going to be okay. Keep hope that you'll meet the right people. Keep hope that things will work out for you. And I feel like they will. So, yeah, that's really it. Sometimes magical things just happen, and I feel like sometimes it's a sign. Like, for example, when I got my call for my job, I wished for a call from a job, and then literally the next second I got a call for a job, and then I ended up getting the job. So that's how I got the job that I work out now, and it's like my favorite job I've ever had. So, that tells you something. It really does. So thank you guys for watching. If you receive any synchronicities after watching this video, that's a good sign. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I will keep recording my synchronicities if I ever get any. If I don't, that's fine. I haven't had one in a long time. I'm not really super worried about it. I really genuinely don't care. But they're nice to have. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.